We already know who the sentence talks about. Those are nouns and pronouns, where we already discussed in the previous videos. Now let's discover what they do. So, welcome to the parts of speech, verbs. So, what is a verb? A verb always expresses actions, events, or states of being. That's why we call these verbs as the powerhouses of English language. Yes, you heard true. Because if there is a noun and there is a pronoun, and if we don't know what they are doing, if there is no movement in the noun and pronoun, there will be no life. Yes, there will be no meaning to the sentence. So a sentence can move, a sentence can talk, a sentence can have an action only through the verb. So verb plays a very important role in the entire parts of speech. For example, if I take a boy, the boy is running. So what the boy is doing? He's running. So a complete sentence will be having a meaning only when there is a verb. Let us take some examples like run, jump, think and exist. All these makes verbs giving us a life to the sentence. So there are so many types of verbs. Among them, we are choosing the top three verbs. Those are action verbs, linking verbs, and helping verbs. I comprise these three categories so that it will be easy for you to understand. So what is an action verb? What is a linking verb? What is a helping verb? We are going to study in detail in this video. So stay until the end. Come watch the complete video and learn along with me. So, what is an action verb? An action verb are the workhorses of language. What is a workhorse? Workhorse is nothing but which shows what work they are doing. Yes, action verb shows what work the noun or pronoun is doing exactly. They're doing something, right? That particular work we call it as action. For example, she runs every morning. What is she doing? She's running. So run is a verb here. They laughed loudly at the joke. What they are doing? They are laughing at the joke. So they're doing something. That something we call it as action and we call them as action verbs. Coming to the linking verbs. Linking verbs serve to connect the subject. Connect. So what they will do, you already know what is a subject. As we studied in the pronouns, the first part of a sentence is called the subject. Here, he is the subject. He is a pronoun. Done. So he seems happy. So now this linking verb is acting as a connection to the subject of the sentence to the subject complement. He seems happy. So seems is a verb over here. They're connecting the subject to the sentence also at the subject complement by seems. Coming to the next example, the cake smells delicious. So here the cake is the noun. Yes, and smells. It is connecting the subject cake with also the expression of the feeling by smells. These are called as the linking verbs where they connect two parts of the sentence having the verb in the middle. Coming to the helping verbs, which plays a very important role. Yes, what are these helping verbs? The name itself says they act like a helping friends. Yep. If you see here, she is singing beautifully. So she is a pronoun over here. Sing. What is she doing? She's singing. Singing acts like a verb. Okay. Yes. But the pronoun she and the verb singing are connected by a word called is. This is called as a helping verb. Yes. So here you can see this singing acts like an action verb, whereas is acts like a helping verb. Coming to the next example, they have been waiting for hours. So what they are doing, there is a subject and a pronoun. Yes, and what they are doing, they are waiting. Waiting acts like an action verb because what they are doing, it is showing that they are waiting. have been. So this have been is acting like a helping verb for the pronoun and the action verb. So these are the helping verbs. There are so many helping verbs like was, were, do, does. So all these concepts I will explain you in detail in tenses topic. Okay, so right now just remember the helping verbs acts like a alongside main verb to the express various feelings done. And coming to the transitive and intransitive verbs. What is a transitive verb? A transitive verb requires a direct object. What is a direct object? Here, if you see the example, she ate the cake. Here the object is cake. Yeah, here the object is the cake and she is the subject. Subject is she and object is the cake. So what she is doing, she ate. So directly we are telling she ate the cake. So here ate is the transitive verb. Yes, and coming to the intransitive, here we don't see any object, direct object. We can't see anything here. He laughed, that's it. So it is called as intransitive verb where they do not require a direct object to complete their meaning. Yes, and here comes a very important topic, that is a regular and irregular verbs, where we have to learn a lot about this topic because you have to learn so many regular verbs. Come on, daily at least take 3 or 5 regular verbs and start learning the forms of the verbs. What are the forms of the verbs? I'm going to tell you now. So here walk. Walk is the first form of the verb which we call as V1. Walked is the second form of the verb. And V3 is also walked. There will be 3 forms of verbs V1, V2, V3. So we can call them as walk, walked, walked. If you see, it is just like a predictable pattern. We can predict walk. Yesterday I walked. We can easily predict it. There is no confusion over here. This kind of verbs we call them as regular verbs. Coming to the irregular verbs. See here, the V1 form is go, but yesterday I went. So V2 is coming as went, where there is no standard connection between V1 and V2. Whereas V3, the third form of verb, will be taken as gone. There are some irregular verbs you have to learn where only, I think only few are there. Yes. And coming to regular verbs, there are so many regular verbs. So I request everybody to learn at least 3 to 5 regular verbs and any 1 or 2 irregular verbs every day so that it will be easy for you as we keep on going to learn the English grammar. Yes. And today what we have learned is all about types of verbs. But I want to focus on some regular verbs today. Yes. Just now we have seen walk, walked, walked. Let me take sing, dance, eat, drink, run, sit. So this first verb form we call it as V1. So what is the V2 of sing? That is sang. V3 will be sung. You have to remember this because if you know the regular verbs only, in the next part of the grammar where we are going to learn tenses, there it will be super easy for you if you understand the regular verbs and the forms V1, V2, V3. So I kindly request everybody learn the forms of verbs V1, V2, V3 for so many words. For dance, the dance V2 is danced, V3 is also danced. For eat, it is ate. Also, V3 will be ate only. Sometimes we call it as eaten. Drink, drank, drunk. Run, ran, run. sit, sat, sat. So these are some irregular verbs that you have to understand. Coming to some of the irregular verbs, as just now we have seen, go, went, gone. There is another something is like good, better, best. So we call the irregular verbs like this as well. For good, we will take like this. Okay. So there are so many, not so many. There are particular irregular verbs where you can remember. So I request everybody to go through the regular verbs and irregular verbs and practice every day 3 to 5. Done. Coming to the verb phrases. What is a verb phrase? A verb phrase really contains a main verb and one or more helping verb. Just now we have seen while we are learning the helping verbs, right? She has been studying all night. See, she is a subject. Done. Here, what she is doing? She is studying. Studying is the main verb, or we can tell as an action verb. Okay, done. So the she and the main verb are connected by has been. This is a helping verb. So here you can see two verbs. Helping verb is there. Also main or action verb is also there. In these kind of sentences we call as verb phrases. Let us see another example. They are going to visit their grandparents. So they is a subject pronoun. Okay, are going. What they are doing? They're going. Here going is the main or the action verb. Done. Yes, but this pronoun and also the main action verb are connected with a helping verb are. Yes, this is a helping verb. Are is a helping verb. Also to visit. Visit is also a verb. Okay, done. So here we are having more than two verbs. These are called as the verb phrases where they can express the complex actions or states. Okay, because here we can see three verbs, like two, three verbs are there. It's looking like a not simple, it's complex. These kind of phrases are called as verb phrases. Done. So we finished our verbs topic. Done. In the next video, we are going to learn the subject verb agreement. Very, very important, very easy. So do subscribe and follow for the next video and stay tuned. Thank you.